What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great Monday. I'm betting that you're having a better Monday than, say, Frank Wright is at this moment. The Indianapolis Colts, team that we have on our schedule coming up in a few weeks, has now fired Frank Wright. Frank Wright, who was the quarterback of the biggest college football comeback ever, and also the biggest NFL comeback ever, former quarterback, who was deemed the man in Philadelphia when they won the Super Bowl as the offensive coordinator, got his job, of course, right after that. For the Colts, because he was deemed an offensive genius, was let go. Here's the problem for Frank Wright is they were never able to get a quarterback. They just weren't. And here's what's crazy, and this is going to be a crazy tie-in right now, but it all goes back down to Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is the coach killer. Let's be clear here. People have been betting their career on Carson Wentz, and they've been losing. You're probably saying, what do you mean? Well, listen. The Colts ended up basically trading for Carson Wentz, thinking he was the missing piece. They were a playoff team with Phillip Rivers. They ended up betting the farm on trying to get Carson Wentz. Thinking Frank Wright, thinking that this is the guy I worked with and got him playing really, really well. I can rehab his career. I can make him a great quarterback. He can be my guy. And I said at the time when he signed him that he was literally betting his career on that guy. I would also said at that time, too, that Sean McVay was basically betting his career on him, on Matthew Stafford as well. Sean McVay, he won the Super Bowl. Unfortunately for Frank Wright, Carson Wentz was not the guy. Just did not fit, and boom. And just like Doug Peterson, who had Carson Wentz before, boom, Doug Peterson gets canned. Now Frank Wright. Now here's where it gets to be interesting. Carson Wentz, Washington Commanders. Washington had a chance. Unfortunately, they had a call that was bad go against them. Ron Rivera is trying to figure out and get clarification, but here's the bottom line. John Ridgeway, former Dallas Cowboy draft pick, was trying to get in there to block the field goal, block the extra point, and ended up touching the snapper. Because the snapper is vulnerable, his head's between his legs, you cannot touch him. You cannot rush at him. And John Ridgeway hit him and got the flag. So, that cost him. But even before that, you have Tyler Heineke. Heineke is not a great quarterback. He's not. But for some reason, the players love him and follow behind him and rally behind him. Not the same can be said about Carson Wentz. And even with Heineke losing yesterday, he's 2-1, which is better than what Carson Wentz had him doing. And so now you start looking at this because Ron Rivera is kind of on the hot seat, although maybe all bets will be off until after the team is sold, probably in January. But then again, the team may say, you know what, Ron, we appreciate your services. And it would be kind of crazy to look at this and say, if Ron Rivera gets cut, gets fired, that Carson Wentz is truly the NFL coach killer. No other way to put it. No other way to put it. The bigger question will be is, where will Carson Wentz go? Who's going to go ahead and put their reputation out for Carson Wentz right now? I think we're looking looking at a career backup at this point. But who knows? All right, good people. I got 3 stops down. Headed to my carpet supplier. And we'll see you guys there. Peace.